Hello, and welcome to another video from K-BAS time. It has been a while, everyone. I hope all is well for you on your end and for your loved ones and friends. Um, I have been a bit on a hiatus as of late. Let's just say for short terms, life came at me fast and it came at me hard. Uh, for I guess a bit of a contest. Uh, let's say I had some technical issues. Um, I had a laptop that I used to help me record things instead of using my primary PC because that would be less strain on the PC to do either streaming or what, not streaming, playing games or whatever. But that has gotten damaged, unfortunately. And then, unfortunately, just even maybe another week ago, my hitbox controller also got damaged. I do have a secondary one because, like I said a few videos ago, I have about maybe three of them. But yeah, unfortunately, my primary hitbox got damaged, so now I have to use my Snapbox Micro, my miniature hitbox. And then not only that, when I did finally I also had the issue of my computer not using Elgato game capture software. That's been my primary way of both streaming and recording stuff. But as of late, I've been having issues even with that for about almost 2 weeks, where around, let's say, the 17th to 20th mark, then it just freeze frames. Like it just gets stuck in freezing. I've tried to diagnose it several times, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to figure out properly what the issue is. There are some avenues I could take, but unfortunately, I don't, because life is also hitting me hard. I don't really have the luxury to spend on a luxury item such as a replacement card or a replacement uh, RAM card or whatever the issue may be with my computer. So I haven't been able to address that. But this have prompted me to actually try other recording software. There was Slobs actually, Streamlabs OBS, which I got the hang of. Not too, they say it was easy, so I got the hang of that. And once I kind of got comfortable with Streamlabs OBS, then just a few days ago, information came about how Streamlabs OBS has more or less stolen the properties. Sorry, basically they just plagiarized, copy what OBS did, and not only that, they've been also uncooperative with OBS. So after I learned all about that, I then contemplated, do I want to keep using Streamlab OBS? So then I backed away from that, and then I went back to, then I tried original OBS, which I am still having trouble micromanaging, but my experiences with Streamlab OBS has at least given me a foot in the door, so I'm kind of making my way through it. In fact, some of the videos I upload online, such as the Grand Blue Samurai Showdown and the Arcana, and probably recently now just the Arcana Heart video. Yeah, those were through OBS. So, in fact, I'll say right now, expect the quality of my videos to be fluctuating or changing. Because while Elgato, I know how to put high definition, good quality frame rate video. With OBS, I am fighting a bit more challenge in that regards. So, unfortunately, I'm just not. Just as I'm not consistent in my games, I'm not even consistent in the product I bring to you. So I apologize for that. In fact, you're probably hearing a loud raring sound. That's my PS4. I need to get that taken a look at. It's like they say, once it starts raining, it starts to pour eventually. So one thing after another thing just come. Yeah, life is coming at me hard, pretty much. But thankfully, it's not something I feel I can't handle. But that is more or less the short some of it. What's been going on with me as far as to why I haven't been bringing up content and whatnot. But then besides, so but then again, that didn't stop me from playing games. I still had the ability to play games. And what have I been so far with playing games? Been finding myself in a bit of a rough. Alright, for starters, we got Multi Blood Type Lumina here. The game came out. Obviously, I grabbed it. I do like it. Okay, I mean, I was trying to prepare myself for this when the game came out. Like, like I said in many videos before, I fell in love with Melted Blood Actress Again current code. And I'm aware that Melted Blood Type Lumina is not going to be that. It's going to be its own thing. Which I'm like, that's fine, that's good. And even with playing with Melted Blood Type Lumina, I do like the things that it do to distinguish it from Melted Blood Actress Again current code. But if you were to ask me, if someone said, hey, you want to play Type Lumina or Actress Again current codes, I will immediately say, yeah, I want to go to Actress Again current code. But there is a little reason why I'm probably haven't fallen hard for Melted Blood Type Lumina. I still think it's a good game. I think it's one of the better games that came out this year. I definitely would play it more than Strive. Like, I wouldn't mind jumping on and playing Melted Blood Type Lumina. But then that's the other issue. Because I'm a person who works night shift, I basically don't get to play around the prime times when people are playing Melted Blood Type Lumina, where it's at the evening. I'm trying to play games early morning. Like right now, it is as you can see on my clock, it says 7:15 a.m. This is the time where I come home and I'm like, all right, I want to play some games. But I try to go online on this. I thought there'd be a lot of people on Type Lumina for the PS4. To my surprise, apparently a lot of people are playing Melted Blood Type Lumina on the PC version and not the PS4, which threw me off because I thought everyone was complaining about how they wanted their games on, PS4. They wanted Melted Blood on PS4. They wanted to play on that platform. So I got it for that platform because that's what I expected everybody was going to be playing on. And that turns out to not be the case. Now, I'm definitely not against the idea of triple dipping. Technically, I already double dip on Melted Blood Type Lumina. I got it both for the PS4 and the Switch. Why did I get on the PC one? I mean, I am going to get on the PC, but my priority for PS4 was, well, I thought everybody would be jumping on the PS4 version because this is where people go when they want to play play fighting games. Like, your first go-to is a PS4, since it's mostly accessible device, quote-unquote accessible device out there, and actually, no, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought people were going to be on PS4. Maybe that was my ignorance for not knowing any better. And then I got the Switch version because, well, that's how I play my games when I'm out and about at work or try to polish my skills and whatnot. I play on the Switch to train more on the go. And I was like, okay, I get the PC version later. That turned out to maybe be my worst... That probably turned out to be my worst decision because I've barely been able to get games on the PS4 version. It seems most people are playing on the PC version. And because I'm not going to triple dip on the game if I don't have to initially. I mean, I am going to triple dip because the PC platform is my preferred platform, ironically enough. But I thought I'll be playing the PS4 version a lot more. So eventually I'll have to wait till I get the PC version. So then when I can get games consistently, then I'll be happy. In fact, the fact I can go online on this and get more games on this is why I even still sort of play this game. I mean, I do play it because there is some part of me that think the game is fine, but it's also because I can get matches. I could go in there, play on search, and I'm getting matches. It's that simple. And I don't want to stay in just raiding to try to get a game in Melted Blood Type Lumina, which may be ironic considering that there are a lot of games I like to play where I have to wait to get matches, such as my Nitro Plus Blaster. And speaking of Nitro Plus Blaster, okay, I had to reevaluate my skill set in Nitro Plus Blaster. I thought I was at least maybe an A+ player. Nah, I'm not even fucking A+. I'm like fucking C+, B-. Yeah, fuck it, that's where I'm at. And yeah, fuck it, I'm not good. In fact, that's probably why I guess I can now segue into the other thing I guess I've been wanting to say about fighting games. I think I had to come to the I need to come to the terms that I'm not a tournament level player, and I'm probably barely even a competitive player. I probably am a casual player more than I care to admit. Yeah, fuck it, I'm a casual player. Fuck it, that's where I'm at. I'm a casual player. Why am I a casual player? Well, for starters, one, I don't stay consistent on any game. I like bounce around between games. I mean, fucking look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. The fact I'm already in the 20s and there's still this all the game. How the hell did I ever expect myself to ever play all these fucking games and try to be anyway competitive? I mean, It wasn't my goal to be a Evo Scoregirls. It wasn't my goal to be a Killer Kill Evo finalist or a fucking Guilty Gear SR finalist or Blaze Blue. Like, I have my favorite games that I'm like, all right, these are the games I want to be good at. But I was like, I think I could still play these other games and at least be above average, or rather, I used to say I want to be competent at those games. But that is probably no longer a realistic goal for my case. I'm sorry, let me not say realistic goal. It is a realistic goal, but the work it would take for me to be competent based off my attention span, based off how I approach games, how my current lifestyle is, and what do I prioritize? I love fighting games. I can admit this. I do love fighting games very much. Like, I can jump into a random fighting game and find some way of enjoyment out of that fighting games. But the idea that I thought, oh, I could be a competitive player, I can go to tournaments and events and compete with people who are dedicating themselves to this game, that's not me. That's not who I am willing to be. Why? Because in order for me to maybe right now, Nitro Plus Blaster may be my best game. Maybe Blade Stranger might be somewhere around that mark too. In order for me to be the best at these games, it will require for me as an individual to grind excessively. Not because I haven't put enough time and experience into this game, but I am not good at retaining information, nor am I good at redeveloping new habits and whatnot. For example, if you do take a look at my Arcana Hearts gameplay, by looking at that, how I play Yuriko, you would think I've never played a fighting game in my life due to how poorly I mismanage her normals, my tool set, my positioning, and everything, and whatnot. And that's because I am not a flexible individual. Let me say I'm not. My ability to be flexible and consistent is weak, shaky, and not. I don't have faith in it. I don't have faith in my ability to be consistent unless I play something very consistently, almost religiously like. And even with the games I do love, such as Nitro Plus Blaster and Multiple Actions to Gain Current Code, I'm not even willing to go that far to only play those games. Like, I'm almost willing to not for starters, even though I say I love fighting games, that doesn't mean I don't like playing other games. Like, I do. Hell, I haven't finished Cyber Shadow. I did beat Ninja Savior on this. Hell, I haven't even played this game yet. Like, I do have interest in other games, but even I went, you know what? In order to stay good at fighting games, I was willing to basically ignore these games and be like, you know what, these games are nice and fun, but I will immediately go back onto one of the fighting games just so I can stay competitively strong. Because I knew, okay, if I stop playing the games for a minute, I start faltering. I think I'm going on a tangent here, so let's steer us back to the point at hand that I want to say. Alright, so me being casual, basically, I need to come to the terms, so I need to reevaluate what I want to be, quote unquote, competitive, or better yet, competent at. Like, as I mentioned again, like, Nitro Plus Blaster, will I want to be considered one of the better players? Absolutely. Blade Stranger, will I like to be considered one of the better players? Sorta, kinda, maybe, yeah. Dragon Ball FighterZ, I only want to be good enough just to kind of beat my personal rival Black Dragon S in this. But once I can do that and play consistently, then I'm like, okay, I can leave this game alone. Or not even really say leave it alone, rather, that's enough effort I'm willing to put into the game, if that makes sense. Same thing like Virtual Fighter. Well, Virtual Fighter is a weird case, because the game that I would probably actually really love to play to get good at will be Dead or Alive. Actually be Dead or Alive. But in order to get games in Dead or Alive has been very hard, because Dead or Alive is far more niche than Virtual Fighter. Everybody willing to play Virtual Fighter, then people are willing to play Dead or Alive. I am in a Dead or Alive Discord, but well, then again, that's the thing. My Discord, I'm already at least 90 freaking Discord servers. Like 80 of them are based around different types of fighting games. And yeah, I don't know what I was thinking that I can play all these fighting games and try to be a kernel of competitiveness. At best, I could beat a person who doesn't know what they're doing, but that's not really a satisfying thing to say. I'm not going to say, "Oh, I'm good at, let's say, virtual fire," just because the person doesn't know how to block, or they don't know how to dodge, or they don't know rock paper scissors. Granted, a win is a win, but it's not something I'm personally going to go out and say, "Oh, I'm good shit at this. I'm good at XYZ thing." It's actually even some things I'm even having difficulties with my personal life. I am learning just how much of my, sorry, I'm learning how much I've overstated my ability in life in general, and it fucking hurts. It fucking sucks. I am, forgive me for cursing, I am not happy about my current state in life. More so due to the fact that I had to realize my ability as an individual, I've overestimated. I thought I can do this. I thought I'm capable of many things. To be fair, I probably am capable of these things. Let me not say that I'm not capable. Rather, how much work am I willing to put in to be capable of some of the things that I initially thought would be nice or aspiring to? Not a lot. Like I said, I have a short attention span, but on that, I also have less patience, if that makes sense. Like, actually, no. That's kind of it. Yeah, I have less patience. So what am I going to do for the meantime? Fuck it, I'm going to play some King Fire's 15 demo, because fuck it. We're already here. It's a beta. Fuck it. Let's do it. See you later.